Hi friends, welcome to your mat today. I'm Val, and today we'll be going through a quick flow that you can do when you have a minimum amount of time, but you still want to get on the mat to move and to connect to your breath so you feel ready and a little bit more intentional for your day. So we aren't going to be doing anything crazy, but we're going to get the body moving. You can always have any props that you like by your side if you know that you like to practice with blocks, or if you know that you like extra cushion underneath your knees, have that available. You can pause this video, grab it really quick, and then restart it. Otherwise, we're going to get started today, so let's get to it. We'll start in a child's pose today. So allow the knees to come about as wide as the mat, big toes touch. Hands come underneath the shoulders to start, and then just sink the hips down towards the heels. As the hips sink down towards the heels, you can always welcome in a gentle rock, a gentle sway, just nestling your way down into a space that feels comfortable for you. Walking your hands towards the front of the mat to allow the chest and the forehead to soften towards the earth. You can always place a block underneath the forehead if you need extra height. Big breath in through the nose, fill all the way up. Open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. We'll take two more like that. Big in breath through the nose, feel the body expand. And open the mouth, sigh it out, feel the body surrender, release, and let go. One more, fill up to the highest capacity. And empty out all the way to the bottom. Good. Seal the lips shut. Breathe in and out through the tips of the nose. And try to create this fogging of your mat like it were a mirror. So Ujjayi Pranayama, tapping into that victorious breath. Soft restriction in the back of the throat. Bringing in a gentle, empowering sensation to the body. And amongst this empowering sensation, you'll hear an audible sound from within through the back of the throat. It also creates a gentle vibration, bringing in a space of centered, focused, and intentional purpose. Good. Keep this breath flowing with you. Begin to walk your fingers towards the front of the mat. Press into the palms. Lift the elbows. Feel the shoulder blades draw down the back body. Feel the hips reach a little closer towards the heels. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Walk the hands under the shoulders. Press yourself up, tabletop position, stacking the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, coming to a strong sense of alignment. Crown and tail move in opposition. Fingers spread wide. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Outer abdominals hug in. Lower ribs knit in and up. As you inhale, belly drops down. Vidalasana, cow pose. Heart reaches towards the front of the room. It's okay to have a micro bend in the elbows. As you exhale, round the spine. Hollow out the front body. Coming into your Marjariasana, cat pose. Inhale, reverse it out, coming into that cow. Stretching through the front of the body. And as you exhale, rounding it into your cat, stretching into the back of the body. Take one more round, cat, cow. Letting the breath lead the movement. Letting the breath begin to get a bit louder, more focused, and more intentional. Walk the hands a few inches forward, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. It's okay to have a gentle bend into the knees. It's okay to have an exaggerated bend into the knees, but this is our first down dog of class, so just take time to pedal out the legs, dropping one heel to the ground at a time as the other leg bends. You can soften into the head and the neck, swaying and nodding and shaking it to release any tension. Feeling the hands press the ground away to help create more space from the wrist crease to the underarms. So long arms, strong arms. There's the sense of the outer arms hugging in to broaden across the upper back body. The gaze is between the two big toes. The feet are about hip width apart. Good. And then find your down dog, come to a still space. It's okay to have the heels lifted. Think of the hips reaching up towards the sky, the chest reaching towards the thighs, the low belly hugging in. Strong body in this inverted V. And on an inhale, shift your gaze towards the front of the mat. Begin to walk your feet forward. Uttanasana at the top, forward fold. Hands can stay on the ground, reach your opposite elbows, or come to blocks, any level, your choice. We're working our legs towards straight. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have straight legs at any point in this class. Towards straight can be a different part of a journey for you. So that might mean tomorrow, that might mean next month, but eventually just allowing the backs of the legs to grow into more length. But a bend is available if you need, especially if you're tense in the low back, in the hips. Continue to release out any tension through the back of the neck with soft nods and shakes. If you grabbed opposite elbows, you can sway gently side to side. Just be sure you're not gripping in the toes, but the weight is in the four corners of the feet. Good. Release your hands to your shins and start to walk your hands up towards your thighs. Ardha Uttanasana. Press the palms into the thighs. Feel a little traction as you create length through the spine. Be sure you're not drooping the head, but the back of the head is in line with the spine. We'll be here for 3 full breaths. Lift all 10 toes. Feel the four corners foundational into the mat. Good. Then lift your hands towards the front of the room, lengthening the arms, letting them be parallel with the floor. Biceps are alongside the ears. It's almost like someone's pulling you forward from your fingers and pushing you back as though your hands are still on your thighs, trying to keep that traction. So hips back, hands forward. One more full breath in. And as you exhale, fold. Walk your feet in towards each other, big toes kiss, small space between the heels. Bend into the knees, slow round all the way up. Tadasana. Mountain pose, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, palms by your side. Really strong through the body. All the muscles begin to hug to the bones. As the crown lifts up, the tail roots down. As the heart rises, the shoulders fall. Fingers spread. And if you need more stability, just widen your feet a little wider or hip width apart. But be here for one more full breath in. And on an inhale, float the arms high. As you exhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose, chair, sink the hips back, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the knees, squeeze the shins towards each other like they're magnetizing towards one another. Relax the shoulders. Scoop the tail under, feel the low belly hug in and hollow out, similar to that cat pose. Relaxing the shoulders. It's okay if you need to widen the arms. Spread the fingers wide. Maybe a soft gaze up in between your hands. The weight is in the heels for this pose, so you can look down, see, and lift all 10 toes. One more full breath in. And as you exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift, widen your feet hip width apart, step the right foot back, lower the right toes, lower the right knee, Anjaneyasana, untuck the back toes, rise the arms high, shoulders stack over the hips, hips stabilize, the left hip draws back, the right hip presses forward so they're nice and square, front knee over front ankle, gazing towards the front of the room. Take a full breath in, reach to the hands. As you exhale, softly open towards the left. Let it be slow, dropping that left hand towards the back of the room. Right hand reaches towards the front. You let your right hand come towards the outer edge of that front knee to twist a little deeper. Maybe the gaze stays forward or it starts to travel horizontally towards the left fingers. Now take that left hand, reach it all the way up and over, cross at the elbows, lift that right hand, and give yourself a hug, the left elbow stacked on top. Strong lower half of the body, just starting to breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale, open up, cactus arms, palms face the front of the room, fingers spread wide, full breath in. As you exhale, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step that back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step that left foot back. As the toes come down, the knee comes down, untuck the back toes, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Root down to feel that lift, to feel that extension through the spine, soften through the shoulders. The right hip softens back as that left hip presses forward. Take a full breath in, relax the shoulders. Feel that low belly hug in as the tail reaches down. Big breath in. As you exhale, begin to reach the right hand down and towards the back of the room, coming into a twist, keeping the hips square to the front of the room. And then allow the left hand to come to the outer edge of that front knee to help you deepen into your twist. Relax that right shoulder. Gaze can be forward or back for one breath in and one breath out. Take that right hand, reach it all the way up and over, crossing at the elbows, lifting that left hand at center, just to give yourself a gentle hug, reaching the fingers towards the shoulder blades. Stay breathing. Good. Inhale, open up, cactusing the arms, opening the heart, the chest. And as you exhale, release the hands down. Step that front foot back, tabletop position. Send the knees in towards each other, narrowed kneed balasana in child's pose. Hips sink back towards the heels. Forehead comes down to the ground or a block. And this time, hands reach back towards the heels. Allow the shoulders to find space between them. Allow the body to integrate that movement that we just explored. And then if you have a few extra minutes, you can make your way onto your back and gift yourself a savasana of any length that you can practice it for. Otherwise, just be here for the next few breaths. Honoring the short period of time we had on the mat today, but noticing how we can add in profound movement that'll get us ready to get off of the mat and out into our regular daily lives, the outside world, but feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more open, a bit more intentional as we choose ourselves to start our day. Beautiful. You can bring your hands into your shoulders and press yourself up. And that's it for today. Just a quick flow to get things moving, to get the breath empowered, and to create more intention and purpose to step off of the mat with. I hope you enjoyed this mini session. If you are interested in more videos like this and different ways to utilize yoga, meditation, and mindfulness to connect to yourself, that light within, as you discover and expand it on your own journey, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, share your experiences and anything that came up for you or that you liked from this class, or even if you didn't like, right? Feedback is always a beautiful thing for me to continue to grow on my journey as well. Share that in the comments, and I hope to see you on the mat soon. Namaste.